For example, in my industry, politics, I wrote about this in my book, and actually a lot of industries, women's appearance seems to matter more, and people will criticize you on it. People will have expectations about it. People will judge you on it, and you need to know if they're going to be judging you on it so that you can at least understand the rules of the road and try to navigate that as best you can.
I'm so sick of this. First of all, welcome to Gimme 5. Don't forget, Newsmax TV's America Votes 2016 continues right after the Steve Malzberg show. Kirsten Gillibrand, senator from New York, who was appointed by David Patterson years ago, always kvetching about being a woman. It's all being a woman. She wrote a book about when she goes to the gym, in the congressional gym, the old senators hit on her and make comments about her. Poor Kirsten Gillibrand. Here's more.
You know, I tell a story when I was a young lawyer, and I've been working on a case for a year and working weeks, weekends and late nights and canceling vacations, and we're having a celebratory dinner, and my boss says, let's now congratulate everyone who's worked so hard. Kirsten, thank you for your hard work, and don't you all just love her new haircut? I nearly died. I nearly died because I'm expecting, like, she's worked her ass off. Oh, can I swear? Sorry. She's worked her ass off. She's committed all this time and she's done a great job. No, it was a compliment about how I looked, and I was mortified.
Oh, someone said she had a nice haircut. I say that to male coworkers when they come in after they get a haircut. I mean, give it up, will you? For crying out loud. And then there's this.
I think if the women in America took over the gun issue and said, we are going to have common sense gun reform because no mother should have to lose her child to horrible gun violence, you would have a different outcome. But this debate is relegated to the men. It's about hunting. It has nothing to do with hunting. Nothing in this debate has to do with hunting. And nothing in this debate has to do with the Second Amendment rights. Nothing. We have guns being sold directly to criminals who do horrible things in our communities. The 1% of bad gun dealers that sell those guns out the back of their shop to a trafficker who brings them up the iron pipeline from Georgia straight to New York, we need to make that a federal crime. It's not even a federal crime.
All right, I don't know where to begin. On one hand, she doesn't want to be pegged as a woman. But on the other hand, men are running the gun debate. If only it was women who were running the gun debate. Do you want it both ways? You want to be treated as an equal? Or do you want to be treated as a woman who will run the gun debate instead of men? You see the hypocrisy here? She doesn't even know she's being a hypocrite. That's how embedded in her it is. But, so the gun debate in this country is not about the Second Amendment? Huh? And it's not about hunting? Nobody says it's about hunting. Who cares about hunting? We're talking about the Second Amendment. She is, from this conversation, not the smartest apple on the tree or whatever you want to say. But see, she doesn't want to be a woman. Don't say I have a nice hairdo. Don't call me a woman. On the other hand, women should run this debate. Huh? What a hypocrite. More.
I think there's biases against women, biases against African Americans, bias against Latinos, bias against Muslims.
Of course there is, Kirsten. I know. And look at you, a U.S. senator. But you're a woman. How did that happen? An African American president. How did that happen? Give me a break. We're bias again. And there's bias against white males, too. And I think maybe you have a little of those biases. More.
The Black Lives Matter movement has been extraordinarily powerful because there is a real disconnect for most people to understand what it's like to tell your little boy, if you see a policeman, you put your arms by your side, you say, yes, sir, you do nothing. But that mother has to tell that child that so he doesn't get harmed. You're not going to have to tell your son that. But there's too many families in this country that they have to protect their children from bias. And it's ugly, and it's harsh, and it's evil, and it's mean.
And I tell my son and taught my son, you respect the cop and you keep your hands by your side. It's common sense. And by the way, crying, some would say, not me, like a woman. Really? Cops will shoot a minority kid who doesn't keep his hands by his side? Yeah, if he reaches in and poses a threat. All people should obey cops. All people should have their hands by their side. She is a demagogue.